The concerns that have been raised by the Honorable Kenan are genuine and they need to be looked into. We have seen firsthand what happens when digital finance operates without oversight. CBEX, a so-called cryptocurrency platform, promised and guaranteed returns using flashy language, AI trading bots, and lured thousands of Kenyans, many of them young people and first-time investors. Then one day it vanished, leaving a trail of financial ruin and no one to be held accountable. Mr. Speaker, I was one such investor in the CBEX platform. And tomorrow is the day that many young Kenyans who invested in CBEX and were able to pay the $100 that they were told they have to pay to be able to recover their money to verify their accounts, are waiting to make the withdrawals of their principals tomorrow. When I got into the CBEX platform introduced by a Kenyan, young Kenyan, I found Kenyans who were speaking very highly. They had made big money. I have a friend who's called Lydia, who I met on the platform. And Lydia managed to educate her children, managed to buy her mother a house, all through crypto. There are others who are trading in crypto and are actually the ones who buy crypto from you or sell you crypto using the Binance platform. Unfortunately, because there is no regulation and there is no law, what happens is sometimes when their bank accounts are hit with a lot of money, they are frozen, and then they have to go trying to find paperwork to try and appease the banks. But then again, there's a vacuum that allows for us to be able to do things in the wrong way rather than the right way. Let us, as we strengthen the law, let us find a mechanism, right, to protect the consumer. A compensation fund by all virtual asset service providers where they contribute to this fund. So when a platform collapses or commits fraud, Kenyans might have a recourse. Let us prohibit advertising of guaranteed returns or unverified AI claims that mislead the public. Mr. Speaker, if you go to Facebook right now, there are so many advertisements, AI generated, showing President Uhuru Kenyatta, the former President Uhuru Kenyatta, actually saying, I found a way for Kenyans to make money, invest 32,000 and you will be able to get a return of 500. I've seen they shamelessly even use the current sitting president. They use a media personality in an interview, and then they show the president sitting on a chair and also appealing to Kenyans to invest in this platform. I want to warn Kenyans that most of these things are fraudsters. These are people who are trying to scam you. So be very, very careful not to allow yourself to be scammed by advertisements that are AI generated. It is very dangerous. So the law and the bill has to also prohibit advertising of guaranteed returns or unverified AI claims that mislead the public. We also need to tackle pyramid schemes, style schemes, referral schemes disguised as investment opportunities. CBEX was one such scheme where people were recruiting others, not for trading or transparency, but exploitation and not innovative also. Financial Reporting Center. The bill needs to see how we can have a financial reporting center that can publish a blacklist of unlicensed platforms, and also must protect whistleblowers who come forward with information so that we can make sure that they are not silenced. Many of these schemes operate across borders. The bill should also include provisions for international cooperation with bodies like Interpol, Nigeria's EFCC, to trace and recover stolen funds. If we can't do that, then when people join these online platforms, they will be losing the money even though we have the laws in Kenya. Last, we must also require annual audits, quarterly disclosures, and enforce the Know Your Customer rules to prevent anonymous abuse. The public deserves absolute transparency. Finally, Mr. Speaker, Honorable Speaker, let us commit to public education on virtual assets. Innovation is welcome, but only when Kenyans are equipped with knowledge and protected by the law. The bill should not only enable the future of finance, but it must defend the people from its worst abusers. Let us ensure that what happened with CBEX and many other platforms that have collapsed and created fear in our community never happen again. I support the bill with these critical amendments. Mr. Speaker, before I sit down, since I still have the time, tomorrow is the 25th of June. It's the anniversary of the Gen Z uprising last year. I have seen so many videos and calls for people to come out and demonstrate. My county always ends up with bloodshed. It always ends up with people losing their property. And it also always ends up with politicians actually being involved and getting people to come out and exploiting poverty. I want to appeal to Kenyans, because I've heard you. We all are very sympathetic about all the families that have lost their loved ones during the Gen Z uprising last year. The country is going to do whatever it takes to ensure we have reparation. The country is also going to do whatever it takes to ensure that we have the police reforms that we need. A lot of the Gen Z says that the memory of 2024 should never die. But I want them to understand something, that they might have lost their confidence in politicians or in government online, because not all Kenyans have lost confidence in the government. We are serving Kenyans out there as representatives of the people, but they cannot lose confidence in the God Almighty. If they have lost confidence in God Almighty, then there is something wrong with their movement. So while they say that they are leaderless, I want to offer them leadership and tell them, if it's really the memory of those who lost their lives, and if it's really the desire to have a well-governed country, then why not occupy the churches tomorrow, the temples tomorrow, the mosques tomorrow, so that you can pray to the Almighty for the souls that lost their lives, not just during the Gen Z uprising, but throughout the struggle for independence in a well-governed country. If they do that, they show that they're a peaceful lot. They will not be infiltrated, because one right cannot negate another. While you come out to demonstrate, you are actually negating the right of the people to do their business. All the businesses in my county end up closed, not able to trade. The businesses lose profits, the employees lose jobs. So why should their right be more of a right than the right of those who actually require to have the job, those who require to have the profits? The government requires to have the taxes. So my appeal is, if you are genuine and sincere and you care for the future of this country, having lost the confidence in the government, as you say you have, right, with your chance of Ruto must go, and I can tell you he is not going anywhere because he's constitutionally elected to serve in that position. I ask the Gen Zs, occupy our spiritual spaces peacefully and pray for the nation, because you cannot say that you have lost confidence in God. You cannot say that you have lost confidence in the one who provides you that very life that you are fighting to say should be protected. So, Honorable Speaker, I appeal to our police tomorrow. I know that sometimes they are challenged, and I see the Gen Zs always taunting them. Please remember, we have one policeman for 500 plus citizens. Tomorrow, have respect for the law. The same law that you want to say that is not serving you, you need to have respect for it. So I really appeal to Kenyans tomorrow. Come out and pray for this nation. Come out and demonstrate peacefully, and I ask the police to please exercise as much restraint as possible. Let no other life be lost tomorrow. Thank you, Honourable Speaker. I support the bill.
The Honourable Naomi Wako, followed by Honourable Nyikal and Chematien.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker, for allowing me to add my voice to this very important bill, the Virtual Asset Service Providers Bill. And I want to congratulate all the other members of Parliament who have contributed to this. And personally, I want to confirm that I support this bill, because